Sure, you got another ride. I do? All right, go get it.
Wednesday with split pay is just a Tuesday. Life's too simple. Going with flow.
All right.
Groceries, coffee, flowers after work. Didn't even check my bank. Split your rent. Download Split Pay today.
A woman in Austin was depositing a cashier's check at the bank, but she deposited it right into a sewer drain. The frost banker found another way in. Time out. So he went into the hole like a cave diver.
A real spelunker of the streets.
What about the check?
It's money in the bank.
Ka-ching!
Ka-chang.
Oh, but nah. $10, Ramsey, Chase, Hill, I'm good. Parsons, Sam, Fred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yo, do you see where Roquan to be your eighth pick? Okay, bet. So Roquan your eighth, and then he gotta do two picks because he drafted McDuffie and that nigga come on his team. He drafted McDuffie third, like the nigga don't come on his team. You see what I'm saying? But your eight players is on the.
Hey, Chris, I didn't recognize you from your profile pic. Did you get a haircut? You look sharp.
Ride shares. It can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
So have you been doing this long? You seem great at it. Hey, Chris, there's room behind you if you want to pass this turkey.
Okay, let's let him drive and we ride. It's a lot.
Safe travels. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Great talking with you.
Bruce can't see you from giving your parents, but we can see money you run all out with us.
Sure you got another ride. I do. All right, go get him. Okay.
I'm Maya, and these are my breasts. From sports bras to minimized bras, we've had a complicated relationship. And then I found a lump, breast cancer. During treatment, I asked about Kisqali, a pill that can help reduce my risk of cancer returning. Now, I have a new perspective on what matters.
Kisqali with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with stage 2 and 3 HR positive, HER2 negative early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness.
I'm doing more today to help protect my tomorrow because I'm more than just breast cancer.
I told y'all before y'all ever played, we could pick this up anything. You got lifetime of it.
I'm Maya, and these are my breasts. From sports bras to minimized bras, we've had a complicated relationship. And then I found a lump, breast cancer. During treatment, I asked about Kisqali, a pill that can help reduce my risk of cancer returning. Now I have a new perspective on what matters.
Kisqali with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with stage 2 and 3 HR positive, HER2 negative early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness.
I'm doing more today to help protect my tomorrow because I'm more than just breast cancer.
For the big, small, short, tall. For the thinkers and doers. Troll Trimmings. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
At Spring ISD, there's an open seat and a strong start for every child. Spring ISD's free, full-day pre-kindergarten program provides a nurturing environment where children can learn, grow, and thrive. So grab a seat today.
take it. You get 15 minutes, 30 minutes, shit, an hour a day. You're not rich again. Can't wait the whole day to finish the game to you when you have free time. One day. Yo, what's up? Nah, I got you, brother, man. I got you. I'm gonna get it to you. Or I'm gonna get it to you the right way. No problem, no problem. Bye-bye.
Time for football now from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Tonight, AFC West rivals do battle. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The motion man is Nakua. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. That is Myles Garrett getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 28-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, Jackson. He keeps it himself. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, here's Jackson. Throw on the run is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, Jackson. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Broncos.
The 21-yard line.
A run with Goggles. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. And he finds Tyreek. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, Jackson. He runs with it. And he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
– 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes Worthy to return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are through one. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Mahomes going to keep it himself. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down, they need 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Gibbs trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get in. They stop him up short. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Now from a yard farther back, it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Tyreek now to return it. Ooh. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Broncos offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Multiple times and all pro. That is Chris Jones getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Tyreek now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson to the left side. Caught by Chase. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this one ruined quickly. take them back to the 5-yard line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and short, Jackson. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum field. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
14, Chiefs 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out to Jefferson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking across the field, Nakua has it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the 3rd quarter.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Puka. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
That's caught by Hunt. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. coming up. This is third down. Mahomes back. Short pass taken in by Kelce. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That ball off. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Kansas City. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Now it's Dobbins. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Back at the 31-yard line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
He's going to run it at a time. They get to him and bring him down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's taken down up past the 35. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll come up for 1st and 10. A run with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here's Gibbs. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. They put Kelce in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
A 45-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Tyreek now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Chase. That's complete.
Complete to Jamar Chase. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Hill brought in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. And this game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody. Here in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tyreek now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On play action, here's Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on second and 6. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll step up and run.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Zone read. It's a give to Taylor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he will score! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Colts. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
7. Steelers nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Metcalf, the motion man. Throwing right away is Mahomes. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So they're going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
A run here with Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Bowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game. And You find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chris Boswell.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Tyreek now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready now for their second drive. They'll start out first down and 10. Jackson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up and uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Jackson now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with first and 10. Metcalf, the motion man. First and 10 for Mahomes. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
Brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes second and 4. The motion man is Nakua. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Here's a third down and 4. Patrick to throw. Taking off and trying to get there. And he will have a Steelers first down. They wind up with a gain of 8 on 3rd and 4.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 49. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's caught by Puka. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing now, Mahomes. The catch made by Nakua. Be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for us.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The motion man is Nakua. Mahomes going to push this one forward. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Warren. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Taylor. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. 17 yards, the gain there. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
What's tight end? What's tight end? What's your key?
First down throw, Mahomes over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Second and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw again. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
For a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down. He's following a gain of 6.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Metcalf, the motion man. They'll drop to throw. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And the Steelers
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down. To a knee goes Mahomes. And that should wrap it up. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. But in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.